Do you know what Jesus has done for you? The Bible goes on in this chapter and says, Jesus is a great high priest. He's a great high priest. In heaven today, and many of the things on earth are just shadows of the things in heaven. But in heaven today, Jesus is a great high priest in the sense that the Jewish nation, or the Hebrew nation, had a high priest. And he's standing before God the Father as a mediator. He's paid a great price for us. And he stands there as a mediator to remind. He prays before the Father as a mediator to remind. God, don't look at all their weaknesses. Don't look at all their faults and failures. Lord, remember me. Remember what I've done. Look at me. Come on. We can't afford to get our eyes off of him. Let's get our eyes off of ourselves. Let's get our eyes even off of the tragedy. Let's remember what we're supposed to remember. But let's get our eyes off the discouragement of it. And let's get our eyes back on Jesus so we can go help people that have been touched by tragedy. This is a sermon really probably we should preach every Sunday morning in churches around America. A lot of the media types that have been calling me, you know what? I found them very easy to talk to. I'm thankful. I think we did like 30 interviews in the last 2 days. I'm so thankful that I did them even though I didn't want to do them. Because most of the time I saw, even in the person interviewing me, maybe in just some small way, that there's something in them that wants to know. They want to know what it's like to be in your position. What is it like to be in a town where this kind of thing happens? What do you say? How do you handle it? We were talking to Anderson Cooper last night, but it just was the grace of God. I don't know how he got a hold of my name, but we were talking to him, and he was saying, man, I've had tragedy in my own life, and I'm not sure what to say. What do you say? And I felt privileged just to be someone there representing you guys in Connections Church to say, you know what? You could talk to other people, but more importantly, you could talk to Jesus. You can talk to Jesus. So we need to kind of see where we're at today. Maybe get a clearer picture. Then we need to go out of here and do something about it. My challenge to you is be your brother's keeper. How many people remember the story in the book of Genesis of the first two sons, Cain and Abel? Obviously, we know that Cain killed Abel. And after that happened, God came looking for him. And God had even warned Cain about things in his heart that were not right. And if you don't deal with those things in your heart, Cain, it's not going to be good for you. But if you do deal with the issues in your heart, it'll turn out good for you. You can walk with me. So Cain walked away from God, killed his brother Abel. And when God said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? What did Cain say? Am I my brother's keeper? Let's not be Cain. Let's be like Abel. Because I'll tell you right now, man, the right answer, you never talk to God like that. The right answer is, yes, sir, Lord, whatever you say, yes, I am. If you say I'm my brother's keeper, man, I'm my brother's keeper. Amen. See, Jesus came because of the tragedy with Abel. That's why Jesus came. Because man was fallen. And we're in a dangerous situation spiritually. Because we have an adversary in the spirit realm. So Jesus came and he made up a hedge and he made up a difference. He came and said, I will be my brother's keeper. He is the keeper of your soul. Let's finish the sermon part of the service this morning by just going back now to Psalm 121. I know there's some people here that might want to share some words, so I want to ask you guys to begin to come forward. We're going to give you the opportunity to do that. I love this psalm. It's so fitting for where we're at today. It says in verse 1, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. That's where my help comes from. What a beautiful verse, huh? Talking about the hills, you're talking about up, beyond the hills, past where I can touch, past what is easy to get to. Man, I'm going to lift up my eyes beyond and above the things, the situations, the circumstances that are facing me in this life. I'm going to look up above, lift my head to God, my eyes to God. That's where my help comes from. My help, verse 2 says, comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer your foot to be moved. He that keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he that keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is the shade. He's your shade that's upon your right hand. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. And I tell you, I declare these words over you, and I declare these words over our city this morning. The Lord shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. I love how each verse is the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. Who's the keeper? The Lord. The Lord will do these things. The Lord will do. What's God looking for this morning? He's looking for a people that will say, I believe that. I look to that. I hold on to that. I take hold of that. The Lord will be my keeper. The Lord will be my life going forward. The Lord shall preserve you. Verse number 8. He shall preserve your going out and your coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Let's pray.